Here's the problem with the cryptocurrency world. People are using it as a way to make money by exchanging. Do you understand the stupidity of that?
Getting some breaking news on the wires here regarding crypto. Tether executives reportedly facing a criminal probe to top bank fraud. The DOJ is reportedly looking into whether Tether misled banks about its crypto business.
Tether is in the news today. Tether is the third most valuable cryptocurrency after Bitcoin and Ethereum. It's a stable coin, and its executives are reportedly facing a criminal probe into bank fraud. So the Justice Department is investigating conduct that took place a few years ago.
Welcome to the Crypto Rodeo Show. I'm your host, The Rodeo. Looks like a lot of media outlets, Wojak news sources, are coming out and hammering down on the Tether news. As you are well aware, Tether is now coming to a pretty crazy end right now. Tether executives said to face criminal probe into bank fraud. Yeah, not too good. I think we all knew this was coming. New York already established that they're doing some pretty shady business, but right now the U.S. Department of Justice is probing whether executives behind the Tether digital token committed bank fraud during the nascent stages of its cryptocurrency beginning stages of its cryptocurrency business. Bloomberg News reported on Monday. This just came out today. The probe is focusing on events from several years ago when Tether, a stablecoin launched in 2014, was in its early stages. You know, it's funny that they're going all the way back to 2014. The thing with the government and the justice system, they will find you. And all crimes are committed in the past. Don't think this is FUD. This is not FUD. The agency is examining whether Tether concealed from banks that transactions were linked to crypto, the report added, citing 3 people with direct knowledge of the matter, whatever that means. Tether routinely has open dialogue with law enforcement agencies, including the U.S. Department of Justice, the company said in a response, and I'll go over the response in a minute. The stablecoin universe is so far dominated by 2 main tokens, Tether and USD Coin. Tether accounts for more than 60% of the total stablecoins issued, worth about $100 billion. Tether right now is sitting pretty at $61 billion market cap. Do you guys remember when the New York Attorney General made this statement? I think a lot of people forgot, but in February of this year, New York laid down the hammer and axed Tether from trading any. You can't use Tether in New York. A lot of people are freaking trying to get past that by doing VPNs, and you're doing illegal things. But check this out. The Attorney General goes on to say, Bitfinex and Tether recklessly and unlawfully covered up massive financial losses to keep their scheme going and protect their bottom lines, said the Attorney General James. Tether's claims that its virtual currency was fully backed by US dollar at all times was a lie. These companies obscured the true risk investors faced and were operated by unlicensed and unregulated individuals and entities dealing in the darkest corners of the financial system. This resolution makes clear that those trading virtual currencies in New York State who think they can avoid our laws cannot and will not. Last week, we sued to shut down CoinSeed for its fraudulent conduct. This week, we're taking action to end Bitfinex and Tether's illegal activities in New York. These illegal actions send a clear message that we will stand up to corporate greed, whether it comes out of a traditional bank, a virtual currency trading platform, or any other type of financial institution. If you're not aware, Tether and Bitfinex are the same thing. They work together. The scheme is it's imploding before our eyes. If you go on to look even further, today their website went down. Tether's website was down for a couple hours today. You know why? It went down because they wanted to put this on there. So Tether responds to the Wojak news sources, specifically Bloomberg, saying, today, Bloomberg published an article based on an unnamed source and years-old allegations patiently designed to generate clicks, Right. This article follows a pattern of repackaging stale claims as news. The continued efforts to discredit Tether will not change our determination to remain leaders in the community. Yeah, I would say you are leaders in the community, because if you go down, the entire crypto space goes down too. They go on to say, Tether routinely has open dialogue with law enforcement agencies, including the U.S. Department of Justice, as part of our commitment to cooperation, transparency, and accountability. We are proud of our role as industry leaders in promoting cooperation between industry and government authorities in the U.S. and around the world. We remain committed to our customers and the industry-leading technology and transparency that has led to our growth. It is business as usual at Tether. Right. Business as usual. We'll see about that. And we remain focused on how to best serve the needs of our customers. The problem with this response is they don't deny the allegations. They don't say, no, we didn't do this. They don't do it. And another funny thing is they have not minted a single Tether token since May. And you know why? Because of this. Because of this. Because of the probe. They knew they were issued the probe before any media knew, before we knew. So they're like, you know what? Let's not risk it. Let's not risk it for the biscuit and just lay low for a little bit. So they laid low, not minting anything. And then this happens. All of a sudden, Bitcoin over the weekend pumps. Why? Why did it pump? Who? Who did this? Who pumped it? Why did it pump? It says here, more than 700 million of Bitcoin shorts were liquidated on Monday, today, the most of any day in at least the past 3 months, according to data by BT.com. Before, it was, oh gosh, Bitcoin's going to zero, Bitcoin's screwed. Nope. They pumped. They pumped it, shorted everybody. They liquidated all the shorts. And now we're dealing with this. 98,000 Bitcoins were traded in 15 minutes on Binance, driving the price all the way up to 48,168 tethers per Bitcoin. And it was only on Binance this happened. It went all the way up to 48,168. Why? Why is this happening? Another thing. Whale alert. 41,980,421 USDT was transferred from Bitfinex to Tether Treasury. This is as of literally 4:22 p.m. July 26, which is today. This just happened. Literally an hour ago. There is something going on. And I want to show you something. I want to show you this graph. Because there's no such thing as coincidences in the crypto space. No such thing. I'm convinced of it now. Before this pump, everyone was pretty bearish on Bitcoin. A lot of people were. And then this happens. Why did it pump up? Why? Why did it do this? It did it because Tether is buying BTC to get out of USDT and into fiat. They can't go from USDT to fiat because that's too suspicious. They have to, as they say, wash the coins through Bitcoin and go into fiat. They can't just go from Tether to fiat because that's too suspicious. Because when you go from Tether to Bitcoin to fiat, it's like, oh no, we just bought Bitcoin because, you know, Bitcoin's the most useful token in the world and we love it and the blockchain technology is superior to everything else. No. They bought it up. They're exiting. This is what we call an exit strategy. Right before the lawsuit, this happens. Right before they announce the lawsuit is the key word. Right before they announce the lawsuit, it pumps. And then now, we're looking at the 15-minute chart. Look at what's happening now. It's dumping. It's dumping. If you don't believe that the crypto space is being manipulated by Bitfinex, USDT, Binance, and the major whales, well, I have news for you, bud. It is. It 100% is. And a day before, may I add, a day before the Ethereum Ripple deposition statement that needs to be made by Hinman himself. The day before. It's almost like they're like, you know what? This lawsuit's coming out. Let's pump it up. Let's get as much money as we can before the lawsuit hits, because something big is going to happen tomorrow. They know information is money. When you have information, you can do things like this. You can pump and dump. It's dumping. Believe me, it's going to go all the way back down to 34,000. It's going to go all the way back down to 35,000 within the next, I'd say, 24 hours. I'm telling you, this is what's happening. The probe is going to unravel all sorts of dirty business between Bitfinex, Tether, Binance, and all the exchanges. I think if you're in the crypto space and you have positions, be careful. Just be careful. That's all I'm going to say. But I know this video may upset some people, but it needs to be said and it needs to be made. There's no shillery. It's just it is what it is. Things like this don't just happen randomly. The timing is too convenient. But anyway, I just wanted to get that out there. And one last thing. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just some dude in a hat. Good night, everybody.